how I beat death 2 different times in the same week. So this story starts back in May 2017. Me and my best friend David, we were personal trainers at downtown Seattle location. Every 3 months, we go to either 2 or 3 new countries. So we've gone to pretty much everywhere in Southeast Asia. And then we were like, let's go somewhere else. Let's go to Peru. Because we want to go visit Machu Picchu because we're trying to see all 7 wonders of the world. So I said, okay, since we're going there, let's stop at Colombia since it's right next door. So he said, okay, let's go. So we went there. So we land in Bogota. We get to our Airbnb. It's really nice. It's in a really nice part of town too. So we were there for 2 full days, explored the city, tried the food, saw the sights, and we went clubbing. Because we used to go fucking clubbing everywhere. I remember chugging an entire bottle of tequila down, and literally I checked in the toilet after I'd taken a shit. I saw this long fucking thing there. I said, David, is this a fucking tapeworm? He came look at it, and it was a fucking tapeworm. I got it from Cambodia. We were there 3 months prior, so I probably ate some of their food, and caught a tapeworm somehow. I must have drank enough alcohol to fucking kill the tapeworm, so yeah. So after 2 days of fun in Bogota, it was time to go to our next city, which is Cali, Colombia. And this is where the fucking shit went down. So that night, we were partying, we got fucked up. We had our translator there with us. He was my old neighbor's cousin or something like that. So he was taking us around all the sites, all the good cheap food. They took us to this club. We were in this club, we were dancing all fucking night. Because you know Colombian girls, they love to fucking dance. So then it turned 1 a.m. I started getting really sleepy. So I told my friend and the translator, said, hey guys, I'm gonna go back to the hotel because I'm getting tired. So I said, okay. So I went outside in front of the club. I called my Uber. I remember I kept checking my phone, where's Uber at? 5 minutes away. 4 minutes away. I got so tired of taking the phone in and out of my pocket because my pants were kind of tight. So I put my dress shirt pocket right here. Like, have you guys ever put anything in your dress shirt pocket? Because I've never used that pocket ever before then. And the next moment was like this. 2 guys on a motorcycle. One was holding onto the other guy like this. Other guy like this. Points his gun in my chest. Shoots me 2 times in the chest. Points the gun in my head. I grab the barrel of the gun. The bullet goes straight to my hand and they just drive off. Yeah. And at first, I didn't even know I'd been shot. So I remember looking around, I was like, man, those guys, did they just try to fucking kill me? That's fucking crazy. I felt something warm. I looked down, my hand spraying blood all over my shirt. I'll put a picture up of my shirt here. And I remember fucking grabbing my hand, I'm like, fuck, I got shot. I gotta go find an alleyway, sit down and text my friend. I remember I went there, I grabbed my phone, it was there with a fucking bullet hole through it. I was like, oh my God, they almost fucking shot me in the heart. And I started getting super lightheaded, and I passed out. I wake up in the back of some girl's car. She's telling me, no muera, like, don't die, don't die. I said, I'm trying not to die. I passed out. And I wake up, like, I don't know how much longer it was, but in the most fucking ghetto hospital I've ever seen in my fucking life. Like, I wasn't even in my own room. I was in the fucking hallway on this fucking stretcher. I remember just saying, like, trying to speak, like, broken Spanish to the fucking nurses. Like, ayúdame, necesito un teléfono. And they said, no. But luckily, there was a security guard who's super nice who called the hotel I was staying at. And they told my best friend that was at the hospital. I remember I finally got to talk to a doctor. And they're like, okay, Ben, how did this happen? Were you trying to buy drugs? Was a drug deal gone wrong? I said, no, I was outside a nightclub waiting for my Uber. And then some guys just came up and shot me. And they said, okay, Ben, for us to operate on your hand, we need $10,000 USD cash right now. I'm like, you think I'm gonna take out $10,000 cash and give it to this fucking, get out of this fucking hospital? Fuck no. And that's when I went outside. I called my dad, asked about the health insurance. He said, yeah, it covers over there. But my dad recommended that I come home to have surgery up in Seattle where I lived at the time. So that's how I beat death the first time. So let's move forward about 4 days ahead of that. So eventually I got back to Seattle. So my dad booked me an appointment with one of the best hand surgeons up in the Northwest. So this about 3 days later, I went, had the meeting with him. He did x-rays, said, okay, we're gonna have surgery on this probably tomorrow. So, okay. I said, fast, don't eat anything, come in tomorrow, and everything will be okay. I remember they put me on this stretcher in the surgery room, and then they put the mask over my face, the one that makes me go to bed. Like, don't worry, Ben, this will be way better than your trip to Colombia. So I said, passed out. And then 3 weeks later, I wake up with a fucking ventilator down my fucking lungs, down my fucking throat, and my mom's there. My mom's this short little Korean lady, she's a Korean pastor. And so the nurses, they were there, and they motioned to my mom and said, hey, Ben's becoming coherent. And she just looks at me, she said, Michinam Kisekia, you little son of a bitch. You're doing fucking cocaine? and you have fucking tattoos? Because my mom, she's Korean, and she hates tattoos. She hadn't seen any of my sleeves before, because we lived in Seattle, so I could wear a hoodie all the time, so. And first of all, I don't know why the doctors told her that they found cocaine in my system, because isn't that doctor-patient privilege? Should have sued them, but. Then they said, hey, Ben, you're allergic to anesthesia. You have a thing called malignant hypothermia. You have been in a coma for the past 3 weeks. Basically, all your organs got redlined. Your kidneys, your liver, your heart, everything. But I was super fucking lucky because one of the anesthesiologists, they noticed my temperature was going up really, really quickly. And they're like, oh, I remember that, reading about that malignant hypothermia, because apparently it's super rare. I can't remember, but yeah, so basically the anesthesiologist saved my life. Yeah, so basically the anesthesiologist pretty much saved my life. And I was breathing through this ventilator for like the next literally 2 weeks. It was probably the most miserable time of my fucking life. Because like every couple hours they say, okay, Ben, time to breathe. And they basically felt like what they did, it felt like they're pulling the fucking tube out of my fucking lungs. And they're just like, Ben, try and breathe. They're like, suffocate, and whatever goes back down my fucking lungs or my throat. Every 2 hours or so for like literally 2 weeks straight. And finally, after 2 weeks of fucking suffering, I was finally able to breathe on my own. And so I was bedridden in the hospital for around 3 months. And that's where my back pain started, because I'm just fucking stuck there, just not even really able to move because of like how damaged my organs were at the time. But I'm so lucky. I was like 25 back then, so I was still under my dad's insurance. Because if I was under 24-hour fitness insurance, which is basically nothing, I'd be so fucked. And so when I was out of the hospital, I was so fucking depressed because I couldn't work out because obviously I had a bullet hole through my hand. This scar where it's at. Yeah, so obviously I couldn't work out because I couldn't grip anything. And so I got so depressed because I couldn't work out because like I loved workout. I still love to work out, but I fucking loved it. And like I got so depressed because that was my fucking serotonin. That's what gave me fucking purpose. That's what gave me something to wake up to. Because that's something I look forward to every fucking day. And I couldn't do it. I got so depressed. Because I felt like, fuck, I can't use my hand. I can't do shit. I can barely wipe my ass. Yeah, so basically like the next 3 or 4 months, I wasn't able to work out. And I just fucking ate and ate and ate. Because I told you guys before, I've always had like a binge eating problem. I'll make another video on that later, but yeah, so basically I put on around 52 pounds in a super short amount of time. Just from me fucking eating and being out of the fucking calorie deficit. But if you want to know how I lost all 52 pounds in only 5 months, subscribe, because it'll be one of my next videos, along with a video of my favorite systems to keep me from binging. And also follow me on Instagram at Benjamin_Densmore for shit that actually works.